Let me know when I should start, Mitch.
Okay, we are live. Let me send the link out, so give me like another 2 minutes really quick. Okay, you should be good to go now.
Okay. Hello everyone. If people in not our class are watching, I have a video that I'm just going to share with you, and I trust my 400s cohort to tell me if the sound or video quality is not working. Yeah, give me a second to screen share. I have to do what? Optimize for video clip. Okay. Who am I? No, that's a stupid opening line. But really, who am I really? I've been thinking about that recently because I don't think who I am is actually what people think I am. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I don't think who I am is what people think I am. I'm not a writer. I'm not a poet. I'm not a playwright. Sometimes I enjoy writing. I like writing bad poems, first drafts that become the only draft. I like writing in journals. I like taking notes. I just don't think these methods of communication are the best way to share my story. But I need a way to communicate. A wise man once said, "Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. Onions have layers." And like most of us, I know I have layers too. A lot. So many. Too many? A million? Okay. I asked the 4 most important people in my life what they think of when they think of me. My boyfriend said, laughing, smiling, slow dancing to Fetty Wap. My best friend Sam said, strong, smart, princess. And her boyfriend said, a little spicy lady. My mom said, professional, competent, and a natural. And my little brother Ben, who I have a terrible relationship with, said, smile, hug, and singing. That was my favorite one. I wear armor most days, but I wear the kind of armor that others can't see. Yes, like the invisibility cloak in Harry Potter, which, yes, would be the magical item from that series that I wish I had. I'd be so sneaky. I could see and do everything for free. Anyways, I have a lot of armor, and I like to wear it. My armor is like sweatpants and fuzzy socks. It's comfortable. And it's easier to only show the top layer of the onion. The polished, happy, smiley, pretty layer. And I'm good at it. I am really good at it. I am really good at lying and keeping secrets about myself to myself. About myself to myself. About myself to myself. I'm also really good at ruining surprises, but that's unrelated. I'm afraid of my ego on a daily basis. I'm terrified that I'm self-absorbed, cocky, narcissistic, selfish, egotistical. I'm afraid that when I talk about my successes, my dreams, my looks, my talents, my life, that everyone thinks that I'm just a stuck-up privileged bitch who runs on the gas of her own ego. And like every feminist book I've read in the past few years has told me, I try to think, oh, this is probably just a societal thing that I have been, I don't know, told that I can't talk about myself and acknowledge my successes and my happiness because I'm a woman or something. I don't know, but sometimes it really feels like I'm just a terrible person who only thinks about myself and not about other people. And I hate that. Ego. Ew. I hate that word. Ego. It sounds awful to say. It tastes bad on my tongue. Ego. Ego. Ego, 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 ego. I care way too much about what people think of me. This is awful, but I think most of what I do is for other people. I am constantly wondering if people like me, hate me, respect me, love me. Love. I don't get it. I mean, I do. Duh. I'm like a little baby learning the word for the first time. But I think this past year I've finally started to understand what love really is. Feel it. Really feel it for another person. And I'm very grateful for that. I grew up without any kind of example of what love is. My parents tolerated each other. It seemed more like a weird business arrangement than a marriage. They were tired and busy, and then my dad died when I was 11, and there was no hope for ever witnessing love again, I guess. And I know love is not just romantic, but I've never been close with my siblings like that, or even friends, I don't think. Gosh. Over the years, when even best friends have said to me, I love you, and I'm just like, yeah, I love you too. But I just don't want to make it weird by saying that I don't love them, or by saying nothing at all. So I just say it. And I know I'm lying. I'm a good liar. So I'm sorry to all those people that I lied to. That was bad. But maybe I did love them. Just a different kind of love. A deep like. I think my relationship with love and trust are very similar. I'm worried I'm going to love someone, really love them, but then they'll find someone better than me and leave me for them. Someone with less flaws. Someone perfect. People always seem perfect. I hate social media. That's probably why I'm a huge perfectionist. Yes, in case it wasn't obvious, I'm a perfectionist. I don't like to do things unless I know I will succeed. Well, no, that's not true. Sometimes I take risks. I'm always auditioning for things. I'm always looking for opportunities. I'm always doing the most. I like to be really busy and feel accomplished when I get through it all. I find success in overbooking myself, working too much, doing too many projects, not having relaxing time. And yes, I know that's bad. I know. Plus, most of the time, I will get too stressed or overwhelmed by the amount of things I am doing for how busy I keep myself that my anxiety spirals out of control and I have an anxiety attack. I like face masks and bath bombs. Lush is my favorite store. And I like wine and tea. Every kind. No cream, no sugar. Just straight up tea. And I like getting high and dancing naked in my room to 80s pop music with my headphones on, of course. love dancing naked. I'll say it, but not in front of other people. Well, maybe. I haven't tried that yet. Dancing naked feels so freeing and exciting and personal. All those things help with my anxiety, but my therapist says they're only temporary self-care solutions. But gosh, if I actually started doing less work, less projects, having less commitments, and having more free time, I think I would feel like shit. I would feel like I am failing at life, and everyone else is getting better at all their skills, while I'm staying stagnant. I'm terrified all the time of being alone or being abandoned. It's so weird because I know I am independent and strong in a lot of ways, and I am very confident in my ability, and I am proud of myself. But the second I start thinking those things, I feel like my ego is coming back, and instead of enjoying those things like the progressive internet tells me, I just feel shitty. I instead think about all the things I am ashamed of, all the things I'm bad at, all my bodily imperfections, all the times I embarrassed myself, all the times I said something mean or inappropriate or bad. Everything I'm bad at, the times I've been stupid, naive, how often I feel like I'm the dumbest person in the room. How often I am fighting to prove to others that I am cool and smart and funny, just like them. And I smile and hide the pain, and I put on my nice clothes, and I brush my hair, and maybe I wear makeup. And I'm never fully dressed without a smile. I am very type A, very head-centered. My brain is constantly thinking about a million things. Whenever I ask my boyfriend what he's thinking, he always says nothing. Honestly, nothing. What the hell? How is everyone's head not just constantly filled with thoughts, insecurities, ideas, worries, homework assignments this week, how much money you have, everything? At this moment, I'm thinking of at least 100 things. I'm thinking of the fact that I'm recording this audio in my mother's car, and that's really weird. And that I'm really worried my voice is going to sound scratchy on this recording, and that my skin has been breaking out so bad recently, and I just don't know why I can't have perfect skin like everyone else in the world seems to, or everyone else I know it seems to, at least. And how I, wow. What was that? Oh, I don't know. And God, 2 weeks left of school. I've been here for 5 years. I feel like every day all I do is think about either insecurities I have or like money, and I hate that. Why do I think about money so often? Probably because I don't have a real job right now. All I do is just DoorDash sometimes, and there's no time to do anything else. So I would just like to work for a bit and have some security and money, and not have to deal with that. And yeah. And I miss my old friends, and I just want to go to Disneyland like every second of the day, because I don't have to think about all of the terrible things in the world when I'm in Disneyland, and that's why I like it. So fuck off, people that make fun of me for that. Yeah, fuck off. I don't think I trust very many people, and COVID certainly didn't help with that. I'm always afraid people are going to leave me. I'm always afraid they're going to find someone better. I've always been very mad at my dad for dying. Is that weird? To be mad at someone for dying? It's not his fault. Well, I don't know. Is that bad? Is that selfish? It is selfish. Here's my ego again. He had 3 kids before my brother and I, and then married my mom, and then he had my brother and I. He was always angry and tired, and he would yell at us at least once a day. he was very angry. And he would spank us if my mom wasn't around. But he was nice too. He would get us Happy Meals without my mom knowing, and he would take us fishing. He got my brother and I boating permits or fishing permits. I don't know. So we could go with him, and then he could take home more fish because we were there, and he would just say we caught them when really we never really got them. I think I caught one fish in probably 20 fishing trips. He always smelled like cars and sweat and Diet Coke. I loved that smell. He liked watermelon jelly beans, so I always ate those ones last. But yeah, I've always been mad at him for dying. I think I'm stuck in that stage of grief. The anger stage. Maybe I've spent the past 12 years stuck in the anger stage of grief. He had stomach cancer while I was 10 and 11 years old. I knew what cancer was, and I knew that some people lived, and that everyone always tells the person with cancer to fight the cancer, and then you'll get better, just fight it. But I don't think he fought. And how do you actually fight cancer? That's impossible. I don't understand that. He was tired, and he overworked himself his whole life. Like me. So cancer seemed like a way out. That's horrible. Why would I say that? How can I say something like that? You're supposed to love and respect your parents. Well, I don't know. But I hated him. I remember that. Right after he died, I hated him. Maybe I still do. I don't know. I was confused, and I didn't know what a family was, or what trust was, or what love was. And maybe that's why I want those things so bad right now. But then he died. God, what on earth would he think of me being a theater major? Of me being pansexual? He probably wouldn't understand what that even was. I don't talk about my dad hardly ever. I don't mind talking about having a dead dad. Lots of people do. I just hate when people get uncomfortable about it. They try not to show it, but I always know. So it's easier if I just don't talk about it. If I don't inconvenience other people. Because once again, I am so concerned about what other people think of me, and I will suppress my own feelings and thoughts because of it. I feel so unsure of myself, but I always try and make other people think that I am. That I am so sure of myself, that I am so confident. I think that's my whole outer onion layer. Looking and acting how people want to see me, how I want people to see me. Who should I be versus who I am? Very few people have seen even glimpses of the real me. And I'm not even really sure who she is, because I don't think I've shown myself often enough. I haven't shown myself who I really am. I haven't let myself be her. I think I have to be really, really comfortable to be her. And I love her. I want to be her. But also, just because my outer layer doesn't show all the other layers, it doesn't make the outer layer any less than the other layers. If that makes any sense. It's not a full picture, but it's me. It's me trying. It's me in my comfort zone. And I think it's okay to be in your comfort zone. I think it's BS that people tell you have to get out of your comfort zone. I think there's this comfort zone that we all have that it's kind of impossible to get out of. You know, it's the 264 danger zone, if I may. Great, now that's in my personal performance. Now I'm thinking about the fact that I'm crying in my mom's car recording this. Gosh, this garage. This is where I grew up. There's maps everywhere and tons of fishing equipment. Even though no one fishes now. And my American Girl doll dresses in a box, and my old dance costumes in a box. And more duct tape than anyone really needs. I love coming home to my childhood home. I'm comfortable here. I'm in my comfort zone.
Cool. Apparently I'm next. No one tells me these things, but I'll go. Because that's why we're here. I also have a little video for you guys. So I'll whip it out. Advanced video. Share sound. Can you guys see this video?
Yep.
Hooray! Okay, I trust my cohort. So if sound is wonky or it starts to be super duper laggy, let me know. And yeah, enjoy.
Oh God, I feel like I'm missing something.
I think I've gotten worse over time.
So, not to be like, here's why I love D&D.
But,
no.
I should not talk about that.
I'm like a fine wine.
Shut up, man.
I just get better with age.
Read the room, dude.
I've got Buffy and Spike on the brain. I can't. And then I remember I got my
Think about
tonsils
anything
out
else.
when I was like 3. So maybe that's what I'm missing. Is just the feeling
What's
of
wrong with
having
me? Order
tonsils.
out.
I
What
don't know.
is this monstrosity? What is this nightmare? What is this bullshittery? Stop, Monty.
What is
Stop.
this absolute cockfuckery tomfoolery?
Quit while you are ahead.
I had this new idea. I don't know if it's gonna work out good. I guess it could either work out good or it won't work out good, but I won't know until I do it, so I might as well just do it. I was driving around with my parents the other day because they came up to have dinner with me, and we were just driving through Bellingham, and I was looking at all these businesses and like parks and houses and streets, and like little memories just were popping up like fucking popcorn, like, oh, I threw up in those bushes once, or this is the coffee shop I was at when I found out this horrible thing, or I promise not everything that happened to me across the city of Bellingham was like a bad, sad memory. Some of them were like, oh my god, I had like a life-changing kiss here. Or I remember dancing on this street corner with these people, like drunk or sober or on a Tuesday or on my birthday. I think it'd be cool to go to all those places. I think about all the time I'm like like if this tree can see, can remember stuff. I sound high, but I'm just slow. I'm just tired. It's like a Sunday. Basically, like, I think places remember things that happen in them, and that's fascinating to me.
So, me and Adam used to play a game on his Switch called Valhalla. Not the Assassin's Creed one, a different one. You play as, like, a bartender in, like, a Blade Runner style universe. And the only real game mechanic is mixing drinks for our customers. It's mostly a visual novel. We'd play it in his room, and we'd split up the characters, and we'd do funny voices for all of them. And Friday nights meant that I got to go over, and we got to play Valhalla. And I got to curl up under his exceptionally gaudy Steel Ball Run poster, and I just felt at home there. And then, like, an entire year later, about 500 feet away in Laurel Park, I threw Diet Coke in his face, and we did not see each other after that.
You know when you just sit and therapize yourself? There's this guy who was like an artist and an engineer, and he designed this thing called the Euthanasia
But what I'm
coaster.
saying
Is life's not like a story. Like, stories are stories. And it's a roller coaster that is designed to kill you. You know, it doesn't have like a beginning, middle, and end. It doesn't have like an inciting incident. You're just like born. And then you have to do stuff. You know, and you're just alive, and you just have to like deal with it as it comes. And that's so scary. The curves and the shapes and the peaks and the falls. My biggest insecurity of all time, from every direction, in every situation. It just looks like a beautiful piece of art. I'm not like suave. I'm not a conversationalist, really. But like, what gives meaning to the design itself, like at parties, I always feel like such a motherfucker. It's like, what am I doing? Is like its hypothetical purpose of like, so now I just walk around being like, oh god, everyone like has their shit together, like they know how to talk to each other and they know how to dance and they know how to like have fun. Killing you, but in like a slow and almost enjoyable way where it's like, sometimes I just feel really insecure about you get on the coaster and the process of your death. Is that valid to have that fear? Like, what if I'm not fun? It's like a ceremony that you, like, I have fun, that you willingly partake in. And then I get lonely while I'm having fun alone, and then it's not fun anymore. So this is, you know. I just like to look at it. I just think it looks beautiful. See so many of these little anecdotes, a very painful Ouroboros here. There's no good, like, thematic tie-in. There's no good, like, here's why I'm talking about this during this performance. It's just, like, me wanting to share things, but not having fully fleshed thoughts as to, like, why I feel that they're necessary for me to share. What a problem. What a problem.
Oh man, campus is like its own beast. I remember feeling like a child there, but also like a grown-up both at once, because I would slither out of my dorm at like 11 p.m. to go meet like my crush or my friends or wherever, and we would talk and we'd walk and we'd sit on stone ledges and we'd make little hideaways out of the corners of campus that the skater boys wouldn't touch. Oh, Old Main remains a temple. That is home, baby. That is home. I think it's like movies that I want to see that I haven't seen yet are like ghosts of people that I could become one day. The me who's seen the film, I guess, is the ghost, is future me, when I've seen something that me now hasn't seen. Anyway, I went on a date to see a movie called In Fabric with a guy who had a SpongeBob laugh, but he always looked at me like the two of us were in on some really amazing joke together, and I liked that about him, and we made up stories about all the other people in the movie theater, which is my favorite thing to do, and we only dated for a little bit, and he showed me Ingmar Bergman, and I showed him Kurosawa, and that was that. The carrot cake at Avellino's is so fucking good. The big chunks of carrot and the nuts on top, and it's just wet and dense, and the icing is profoundly sweet. It's like a kiss from an angel. And one time I was in there eating carrot cake, I assume, and at a table in the back, I was watching an old man and like a teen punk playing chess against each other, totally silently, for over an hour. I had so many questions. Like, do they know each other? Do they come here often? Who's winning? Why are they silent? They're like a myth for me now. Like, they're everlasting.
I was getting insecure about the fact that I feel like this final doesn't have I didn't come up with a really good structure. Only about 1 in 10,000 acorns even, like, germinates. I don't know. Structure's so helpful, you know? Like even sprouts. Even just having a beginning, a middle, and an end. So basically, the amount of acorns that drop versus the amount of acorns that actually, like, have a chance of becoming an oak tree, like, the ratio is just insane. Like, most acorns are fucked. Like, they're not going nowhere. A moment of catharsis, or a pinnacle, or rising action, or... And I don't know what that means. I have yet to fully digest the meaning of that fact. I am just sewing shit together, Frankenstein style. This is just a full Frankenstein situation going on right now. But I think about it all the time. Every time I see an oak tree now, I'm like, what are the chances of this oak tree happening? This oak tree. But you know what was? In my own defense, I read a book recently. Less than 1 in 10,000 odds of it happening. That was all about sort of taking the classic arc away from narrative structure and, like, what remains after that and, like, what else you can do. And all these little acorns, you know, in this field. You know, the book talked about radials and cells and waves and all these other sort of natural shapes that, you know, contain narrative. Probably none of them are gonna be trees. I'm sure I'm employing one of those by accident. So... just makes you think. I cried at the Mount Bakery, and at Black Drop, and at the beach, and in my house, and probably a bunch of other places, but I've laughed there too, so who cares, really. On this patch of beach at Boulevard, skipping stones, Adam and I had a really long talk about O.J. Simpson and Kanye West, and how people get made into myths, and what happens when those myths break apart. I was in my OJ class at the time, so I could not stop talking about the case, the man, the myth, the legend. He was wearing a Sgt. Pepper t-shirt, I remember, because later I ended up with it, and I'd wear it every weekend as a sleep shirt. And then, about 500 feet away, other end of Boulevard, on a big concrete slab that was sort of half-eaten by the tide, I remember sitting like ducks in a row with my friends, and we were all wearing sun hats and sandals, and the wind was warm. And I think I have pictures from that day somewhere in a folder inside a folder, labeled photos, I'm sure, hidden away. At this park, that I don't know the name of, that is shaped like a triangle, it's by the boats, by the water, I saw a man unfurling a staircase that was made of kites. And a father and a daughter, they stopped to talk to the guy, and he explained that his mega kite was 100 normal kites, all, like, connected with wire or string, and on really good windy days, he would unfurl the mega kite, like, one kite at a time. And he said that day that he was on number 67 out of 100, and I was like, there's still so many kites left to go before we get to 100.
And the guy let the little girl fly the kites for a while, and her dad had to like hold on to her so she wouldn't get blown away by the wind. And he said, getting to 100 feels amazing, but it's really more about the process of getting all the kites up there. And after the father and the daughter left, the guy just eased kite 68 into the sky, and kite 69, and kite 70, and all of the kites after that.
You know the end of Homeward Bound when the golden retriever
Sometimes when
makes it over the hill?
when stuff's overwhelming, it's hard to remember.
At the end,
You know?
and they make it seem like he died and he didn't make it, and they catfish you, and then the music comes in,
Things are good.
and you see him running, and
At the heart of it, I think things are good.
the boy goes, "Shadow, Shadow," and the dog goes, "Peter, oh Peter,
I want to say thank you.
I love you."
I just really like that part.
Never seen a bluer sky. Yeah, I can feel it reaching out and moving closer. There's something about blue. Ask myself what it's all for. You know the funny thing about it, I couldn't answer. No, I couldn't answer. Things are turning deeper shade of blue, and images that might be real, maybe illusion, keep flashing off and on. is clearer now. Life is just a dream, you know, that's never ending.
Right? Nothing's over and nothing has just begun. Wait. Nothing's over and everything has just begun.
Thank you.
So it looks like I'm next, but I'm gonna need like a minute or two to set up. Is this the time we want to do a break or no? Or-
Yeah, let's do a 5-minute break.
Cool.
Um,
Thanks, Clive.
let's be back at, oh, nice. Be back at 4:20. Ha 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 ha. Oh, dang!
Blaze it. What time are we resuming?
4:20.
Thank you.
All right. Are we? Ooh, we're going for it.
Alec, there's no music.
Alec, we can't hear it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like the song Yeah from Usher. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyways, hello and welcome to my personal performance. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, Alec, what the hell kind of intro was that? What was the point of that, dude? What's going on here? Well, there was no real reasoning behind it. Well, there is a reason, but the biggest reason was I just wanted to do it. It holds some significance down the line, but I thought it would just be fun and a good way to get your attention. A theme that is something that we will cover later down the line. This is the point in the personal performance showcases where I sit down here and ramble to you all about all the crazy, random, weird shit that floods my tiny little brain. So before we get into all of that, let's talk about what the whole point of this personal performance is. It's me. That's right. It's my performance. My full name is Alec Michael Bell. And in full honesty, I really like my name. I always thought that if I were to go into the big leagues or be part of a large production, I think I would have my stage name be my full name. I don't know. I think it just has the same amount of flair as like Neil Patrick Harris or something. Alec Michael Bell. I don't know. I just think it has a nice ring to it. No? Okay, yeah. That joke is overused. Anyways, I really like Alec. I mean, it's not an uncommon name, but it's not as common as Alex or Alexander, though I think I would have saved a lot of time if my mom had just named me Alex out of convenience and not have to go through the whole thing or like, oh no, it's with a C, not an X, and whatever. Either way, I really like my name. A fun fact and a true story actually is that I almost legally changed my name. I was literally this close to changing my last name to my mom's maiden name, Healy. I wanted to do this for a variety of reasons. The main one being is that I was and still am incredibly, incredibly close to my mom's side of the family. I grew up with them. I was raised by a lot of cousins, aunts, grandparents, uncles, and there's something really special about the Healy family itself. Specifically, I wanted to be more like my older cousins or the Healy boys that they are called, which we're all Healys, which just doesn't make any sense, but they're the Healy boys. And I so desperately wanted to be part of the Healy boys. They were state champion wrestlers. I tried out for wrestling, did it for too many years, realized I wasn't good enough and abandoned that. And I just wanted this sense of brotherhood and camaraderie, or whatever you want to call it, with my family, surprisingly. The second reason I wanted to change it was probably the most obvious reason, was my lack of or little to no connection with my dad. I didn't really have a lot of experiences with him. as I've described before. And it was just something I wanted to take away from myself when I was very young. And the last reason, which is, it's a weird reason, but it was something that was really going through my head at the time, was that technically I'm not even really a Bell by blood. It's actually an adopted name. My father's father, my grandpa Bell, was my dad's adopted dad. His biological father was out of the picture way before he was born, and my grandpa Bell adopted him when he was a baby, and he took on the name Bell. And because of that lack of connection with my dad and just the lack of connection with the name in general, I just felt it wasn't fitting to me. And I felt like I didn't deserve or needed to be called Bell. I don't know. It's just something that has flooded my mind for a long time. So yeah, I literally was this close to changing my name. We had court dates and documents all ready before I told my mom about it. And she said if I wanted to do it, I had to do it before I went into high school. So it's a lot easier for documents and all that stuff, not have to go through a name change while I'm in the middle of high school. So there were plans to do that. I was officially going to change my name, and that all suddenly stopped once my dad passed away in 2012, and I was 13 years old. I decided not to change my name after that fact for a little obvious reasons, out of lack or for respect for my dad, and also that it would have been incredibly upsetting to my grandmother, his mom. Having to find out that your son had passed away and that your grandchild took away the family name, that would have been not been a cool move. So I decided to keep it. And in full honesty, I am really glad that I did. First off, Alec Healy just doesn't sound good. I don't know what I was thinking at the time. But yeah, I just like the name Alec Michael Bell. Again, it's got that ring to it. No? Okay. Second time I've used the joke. That's fine. I just ranted about my name for quite a bit of time. Let's go more into what I'm all about. I don't really know how to talk about myself. It's not that I'm not afraid to share information about myself or that I'm a secretive person. In fact, I'm quite the opposite. I'm pretty comfortable talking about my life and talking about myself. The problem is that I just don't think I'm that interesting of a person. I mean, I guess I'm interesting in a way, but I just consider myself a very, very average person. I don't think I have a lot of quirks or a lot of crazy talents or anything like that. I'm just straight up with it. I guess the only thing I have going for me is that I'm kind of tall and I wear a one-hooped earring. That's not even a quirk or anything. That's just the one thing I got going on. So in full honesty, I do like to talk about myself a lot because I'm a little bit of a narcissist, but I do have trouble talking about things. I've had this list, this paper up in my room for about a year now. It is a list that my little cousin Sierra made for me on my 21st birthday. It's a bunch of fun facts about me. And in full honesty, I think a lot of the stuff on here just perfectly nails me to a T and has everything that you probably need to know about me. So I thought it'd be fun just to go down the list and let's see what happens here. Fun facts about Alec. He likes purple a lot. It's true. It is my favorite color. When I was younger, I liked purple because my two favorite colors were red and blue. And I thought purple was sick because it was a combination of them. And that was the reason I liked it so much. But later down the line, I realized that purple is a pretty sweet color within itself. So I like purple a lot. Number 2, he is a cool dude. I mean, debatable, sure. We'll roll with it. Let's see. His favorite cousin is obviously Sierra. Now, this was in spite, I'm sure, to her little brother Shane. I'm pretty sure she obviously showed this to him after she had made it just to get a rise out of him. But I love those two equally and very, very much. They are the closest thing I have to little siblings. So she is one of my favorite cousins, I will say. He is now 22, parentheses, what? This is, well, now it says I'm 21, but I'm actually 22 years old. This was a year before, so a little bit of a falsehood. He is one of those cool drama kids. I don't know what she's trying to say by that, but sure, let's go with that. He goes to WWU and he gets a 4.0 in parentheses, wink, wink. That is obviously a sarcastic joke because she very much well knows that I do not get a 4.0 GPA. And soon both of those facts are going to be false because I am graduating, this weekend. Shit. Anyways, moving down. He went to a super cool high school. I did. I went to Gonzaga Prep in Spokane, Washington, and I really enjoyed my high school experience, and I have a lot of great memories there. She currently is a freshman at this school now, and so that's just it's a cool little thing that she likes to throw in there. His favorite cats are Patches and Leo. Yes, I love cats. Specifically, I love Patches, maybe a little bit of Leo. Patches is my cat from back home, and she is my absolute princess. She is my everything. I will die for that cat if I have to. Leo is their cat, and I love him. He's cute, but he's a little bit of an asshole. So not as much love as compared to my own cat, Patches, but yeah, I love cats. And in full honesty, if you were to invite me to your house and you have a cat, I am most likely going to pay attention to that cat more than you. Sorry. He definitely loves math. Yeah, that's also sarcastic because she knows I fucking hate math. I'm the absolute worst at math, and she's the only family member I told in confidence that I failed my first college math class. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, my freshman year, I failed Math 107. That's how shit at math I am. Move along past that. He likes mac and cheese. It's my favorite food. Who doesn't like mac and cheese? Let's be honest here. But my last meal on my deathbed is going to be mac and cheese. Mark my words. He tells good jokes. I like to think of it more as hit or miss. I think I'm personally really funny just because I make myself laugh, but I know my humor is just incredibly stupid and doesn't make a lot of sense to people, but I make myself laugh, and that's all that matters. This last bit down here is a little hard to see, but it says he has good tastes in everything. I don't know what that one's supposed to mean, but sure. And yeah, I think all of those points really nail down who I am fundamentally. But if I had to, I think there are a couple of things that we could add to this list. The first one that I was going to add is that he is incredibly lazy and a terrible procrastinator. I am the worst procrastinator I know. I mean, I'm so bad at it, like tests, paper, quizzes, everything. It's not getting done till the night before, if not an hour before. It's gotten me this far. I don't know how. I'm so bad at procrastinating that I'm currently wearing 2-month-old contacts because I ran out of my prescription like a while ago, and it's been 2 years since my eye exam, and I haven't found an eye doctor here in Bellingham or the Seattle area, so I need to get on that. And if anybody has a recommendation for an eye doctor in the West Side, please let me know. That's not a joke. I actually really need that, so please hit me up. Anyways, another thing I would add to that list is that he swears too much. I think I have the worst potty mouth out of anybody I know. And I don't know why I swear a lot, in full honesty. I think it's just because I have such a lack of vocabulary that throwing fuck or shit in the middle of a sentence is funny and meaningful and shows emotion in a way. That's the reason I do it. I just like to say words. But it's a problem that has gotten me in trouble quite a few times. I remember specifically when I was in high school, my priest was talking to me or something like that, and he asked me a question like, hey, can you like take out the recycling or whatever, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, for sure. Just without thinking. I got detention that next day. And the last one I would add to the list, and certainly not least, is that he craves attention. It's true. I have a confession to make to all of you. The only reason that I'm in theater and the reason I like doing theater is that it gets me attention. I mean, I wrote my entire senior capstone about how I grew from arrogance in high school, about how I took away my self-righteous needs to feel needed and attention and all this other stuff into developing into an artist who creates art for the sake of art. But in full honesty, that mentality still hasn't really gone away. I still like doing it because it's not only fun to do, but I receive attention for it. I always talk about my start in theater, how I did my first play in the 5th grade and that it set me into the world of performing arts and how I was so infatuated with that play that it drove my love for theater. But I think it actually started a long before that. I was in the 2nd grade and our school was putting on our annual talent show. I had no talents, I had nothing in mind, but I knew I really, really wanted to be in that talent show. And so the only thing I could think of was, hey, I liked Usher's Yeah. Anyways, I love that song so much. Why not just break dance to it? So I got into the talent show, backwards cap and everything, got the sleeveless shirts with the cargo pants and everything. I was feeling awesome. And I just flailed my little body all around, mimicking what breakdancing would be. And I don't think I will ever forget the reaction that the school had when I did this. I don't know if it was making fun of me or whatever, but I fucking loved the attention from it. Every corner of this small gymnasium just heard, Alec, Alec, Alec. And I think it was in that moment where I would strive to put on a show and to be a big presence somewhere. Anyways, that's just something that came to my mind with it. I'm gonna be graduating this weekend. Shit, y'all, we're gonna be graduating this weekend. That is fucking crazy. But it's also incredibly terrifying as well. I have always hated school. I've despised school ever since I was a little kid. And the fact that I'm going to be done with it soon is incredibly exciting, especially after the crazy ass year we've had so far. I'd made this video project for, one of my art classes I'm taking this quarter. I don't know, I just had to take it because I needed credits for financial aid. But it was an interesting class about art, And we were tasked with making a piece that describes what's going on in the world right now. And the only thing that I can think to my mind is, well, I mean, shit, we're stuck inside during the entire year with COVID, and we're now slowly going back into a new world and all that. So why don't I just talk about that? And so I'm going to share it with you now. That exact video that I made for this class, it's really shitty. I edited it and filmed it within like an hour. But I really think it really nails what my mentality and state has been throughout this challenging year. So I'm going to share. Yeah, please enjoy this shit show of a thing.
Alec, we can't hear it.
Oh, shit.
I can hear it.
Oh. You don't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, wasn't that dramatic? Yeah, that was basically what my entire year has felt like, being in school, online, trapped in my tiny little apartment. I promise I cleaned my room and the kitchen after that. We're all good now, but it was not like that for quite a bit. So yeah, that really sums up how I've been feeling just about school in general, just that dread of getting it done and over with and continuing. And while I'm extremely excited to finally step away from that shitty year and what's going on in school, it's really scary too. I mean, I've been a student my entire life. All I have known is school and what comes next, right? I have this fear that I don't really know how to think for myself, that I don't really know what I am doing without something guiding me along, whether it be school, work, doing plays. I feel like I need something that drives me. And the fact that that one thing that drove me since I was literally like 6 years old, it's crazy to think about how that's going to be gone and what comes after that. I don't know. Even though I have these fears present and that the one thing that has been the biggest stressor in my life is going to be gone, but also the one thing that has motivated me to keep doing stuff, I know that no matter how much I fear this, or the fear I have of navigating my own life, I know that it's going to be okay, right? Because simply, it's gotten me this far. I mean, here I am now, 22 years old, about to graduate, and I have no earthly idea what comes next, what is going to happen after this. But I know that no matter what, I am going to succeed. I know that I will succeed because, again, I've been doing it so far. Things have been working out pretty all right now. I know I will persevere because I persevered through this crazy ass year. And that no matter how hard I get down on myself or how uncertain I think my future is, it'll be okay. And I just gotta be me. Thank you very much. That's all I got.
Hello, everybody. I'm super nervous, and probably not for the reason you think I'm nervous. So today, actually, my roommate moved out, and they took the router with them. So I'm currently stealing my neighbor's Wi-Fi. So as my classmates have stated, if something goes wrong, please help me. Okay, I'm gonna be sharing a video now.
I was recently up at 5:12, not p.m., a.m. in the morning. Why? Why would I talk about being up at 5:12 p.m.? Yeah, and I didn't realize how sunny it gets so early. I guess I never really knew that it just does that. I guess nature. Why is it so bright right now? I feel like this is an hour that you're up because you have your shit together, or you're up because you do not have your shit together. I think we all quietly respect people that are willing to look like shit in front of other people. It's like, wow, you're a person like me and you look like shit. I look like shit sometimes, but you wouldn't really see that because why would I just show me looking like shit all the time? I want to look good. I want people to find me attractive and be like, yeah, I'd fuck her. Well, why do I care if people want to fuck me? Well, okay, a lot of people care if people want to fuck them. Everyone wants to be wanted and have people think you're pretty. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. Why am I acting like it's a crime? It's 5 a.m. I'm tired. I found out recently I was spending 17 hours a day on my phone, and I'm not a math major here, but that's not looking good for me, is it? Nope. No, it's not. I came to the realization a lot of that's just me mindlessly scrolling, and I don't even really like the stuff I'm scrolling on. Wait a damn second.
She ain't a Nicki fan, then the bitch deaf dumb. You ain't my son, you my motherfucking stepson.
Fun fact, unsolicited, I ranked the Jersey Shore members in 2017, and I put Pauly D as number 1.
I don't know what that way look like. Shit you doing them. Bitch, I can't even spell what I shit you doing them. You got me mistaken.
So if you see me thirst commenting under this 40-something-year-old man's TikToks, mind your own business. Yeah. Like much of Gen Z, I have my own TikTok page, which is painfully mediocre, but there are some gems. Let me show you.
Hey. About an Audi too much. Because my Audi paid off, bitch, hush. Shut the fuck up.
Am I supposed to be saying something?
Yelling so much. If I see you in the streets, bitch,
Girl, what happened?
I don't need your
Oh god, was I supposed to be singing a song?
What I love about the internet is something like that can get that many views and nearly 9,000 likes. The people are loving it. Know your wife. I would do the same. I brought them to tears. Sema_Ben10. This is a whole mood though. And Whale Girl 306. Ha 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 ha. LOL girl. I think you supposed to. Softball player _20 even chimed in with Cup. But little did they all know that this was just one big orchestrated lie. Yep, I used my 4 years of acting training to fool everyone into thinking that I didn't know I was supposed to be singing the goddamn song. What do you think I thought I was doing? Really? And you all fell for it? You idiots, you dumb, stupid idiots? Just kidding, you were 12. Life is kinda like you're scrolling through TikTok and you're just waiting for something, anything authentic or genuine to just finally bring you up from this mindless feed of fake nothingness, fakety fake. You just want something to take your attention. Which leads me to Hope Windsor, a pickle review.
Ignore my hair, I was just out in the rain. Pickle review.
Pickle review.
We got the McDonald's. Pickles.
Pickles.
Hi, Mom.
Oh my god, I'm a pickle!
Just
Guys,
kidding.
I'm seriously kidding. I'm not a pickle.
Seven out of 10.
You know how I know the internet's a fucked up place? That got 91 views and 23 likes. So what do you want to see? Honestly, what do you want to see from me? It's kind of aggressive. I'm sorry, I'm a Cancer. When I go on Instagram, I know people want me to see them at their best, living their best life. Oh, there's an ad for a beauty blender. I need one. And then, oh, that was a Real Technique sponge. Oh, you graduated? That's cool. Gain, I use that. Oh, you're happier than me? Oh, you're better than me? Oh, you're in a happy relationship? Fuck you. Shut up. Just kidding. That's not your fault that you're happy. Why am I so negative? Yeah, at least I'm not one of those people that DM celebrities thinking they'll respond, LOL. Yep, that's not me. That's not me at all. Now, something I think you might like, a reading of my old Insta DMs. Well, Miss Hope Nope, what are you up to? Your mom. I hope not. That's too far away to do me after. What are you up to really, though? I take it you're not interested in hanging out? Where have you been my entire life? Dying. Oh, Jesus, I hope not. LOL. She died. Jesus. Well, I am now forever sad. Have a good day at school. What's your snap? I'm dyslexic. Your Snapchat. It's dyslexia. I know about the condition. What's your username? It's Dyslexic Girl 69. I know you won't see this. You blocked my ass like I never meant shit. I just wish I would have been more attentive to you. You deserved more of my time than I gave you. God damn it. No insecure shit. I know that you have your education and plays that take a lot of time. I would have never let you leave me if I didn't think it was just a break. Just wish you wouldn't cut me off. I'm crazy. You blocked me. I'm texting a ghost. Fuck me. Right? I can't see, it's a private account. Oh wow! I'm not really sure how I sent that to you! Sorry! Oh, a personal favorite of mine from Lincoln Clark, read by me. You might be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Got my stomach all in a ball. Oh my god, thank you! You're American? Yeah. And then he left me on scene. I think the thing I detest most about Instagram is like you get one curated, polished photo when in reality there are probably like a billion takes of that single photo that you're like, why are they so much more attractive than me? Why am I not photogenic? Maybe some photos are too blurry, or you're doing this thing with your mouth. I don't know why you always have your mouth open. Can you breathe correctly? Why is your mouth always open in photos? Or maybe you're like, ooh, I look good, and then, oh, the makeup's messed up. They won't notice though, right? Wait, I'm noticing. They'll probably notice. Okay? Or you're crying. I cry a lot. This is me crying. Here's me crying again. Here's me crying one more time. Here's me crying again, actually. Okay, it's coming to an end. Haha, just kidding, I'm still crying. Did you really think I wasn't gonna keep posting photos of me crying? Yeah, here's me crying again. Oh, this one's my favorite. This is when I got fired from Jimmy John's, actually. I think I broke a blood vessel in my eye from crying so hard. Look at my nose. It's not just like dripping out of my nose. That's cute. Go me. Yay! There is one place on my phone that as a writer, I feel like I'm actually being my most authentic self, and it's a place that no one really ever sees, and that's the good old Notes app. Now, something I think you'll like. Noted. Readings from my Notes app. January 8th, 2017. Will you eat my ass? Will you eat my ass? It does not have to be fast. Will you eat my ass? Mow it like some grass. Will you eat my ass? I see those tattoos. Will you eat my ass? Maybe I could eat yours, too. February 4th, 2018. Pickles. Bread. Mayonnaise. Mustard. Salami. Soup. December 20th, 2017. Goals for 2018. Draw when sad / stressed. Get my merry-go-round in Animal Crossing. Drink more water. Stop oversharing. Blank. April 19th, 2018. 5 foot through 5'8". Evil. 5'9" through 5'7".
5'11".
Trustworthy. 5'11" to over 6 foot. Evil. June 15th, 2018. History of Taco Bell. Random shit in my room.
You know who it is. Fucking call me, please. I need to talk to you. Jesus Christ. And also, fuck your goddamn voicemail. It always fucking gives me that false sense of hope, and it really annoys me. Come on. Just please fucking talk to me. I'm fucking dying.
Calling my exes. December 22nd, 2018. Aquarius. Boring. Humble. Pisces. Low-key, cocky, but alright. Aries. Taurus. Rude and blunt, but decent. Gemini. Cancer. Manipulative. Leo. Fun, silly, but flings at best. Libra. Capricorn. Will Chi. March 31st, 2019. R.I.P. Patrick Swayze. I'm dirty dancing like Swayze. That's your man? Why is he calling me baby? He never puts me in any corner. We shooting a movie. Someone call Warner's. He beat it red, just like Dawn. You thoughts can all be gone. Y'all a bunch of dick riders acting like headliners. But bitch, you're the outsiders. He wants me. He's doing the most. I'm so sorry I wrote this. But I pull a Swayze. And I ghost. Boo. July 31st, 2019. Why don't we this? And why don't we that? More like, why don't we fill out a job application? Get it? Because of Christian CV. March 1st, 2020. The beginning of the end. No rehearsal. 20th. April 14th, 2020. I get that I overreacted and I understand that my actions may have hurt you, but I needed that time last night to be alone with my feelings. It really doesn't sit well with me to have talked to someone day in and day out and just leave it like this. You can ignore me. I just needed to get that off my chest. May 7th, 2020. I just spent an hour and 46 minutes watching subliminal YouTube videos to get my ex to text me back.
I hope it's your nerdy father who definitely fell for your voicemail. It's pretty funny. Anyways.
Hi, Hope. I was just calling to say that I love you and I think you're awesome. And you don't really need to call me back or anything. Hope you're having a good day. Love you. Bye.
Hey, Hope, it's your dad. Well, give me a call back if you're able to. If not, well, I hope to talk with you soon. So I was thinking about coming up first thing tomorrow morning, Bellingham, see you. So anyways, talk to you soon. Bye.
Hi, Hopi. I just wanted to check in on you. I loved you and hope to talk to you later. Bye. Hi, Hope. It's Mom. It's nothing important. I just wanted to say I love you and see how you're doing. And I left work and I had a few minutes before my CrossFit class starts. So I just wanted to say hi. Hope you're feeling good because I love you. And you're beautiful. Bye.
Hey, Hope. It's Hope from the future, or actually the past or the present. I wanted you to hear this. I have something to say to you, and I think you need to hear it. It's a poem I wrote for you about us called My Good Bad Brain. The divide of sun-bleached paperbacks and the depths of swirling undercurrents. How dare you be so bright, and in the same switch my fingertips stumble along the wall. If this is protection, why do I succumb to the strains of joy and sleep delicately in the pits of despair. My good bad brain, wired perfectly incorrect, 2 synapses in an underwater waltz, the weight, your heat, my weight, our heat, the ecstasy of devastation and the horrors of success. Wishing I could extinguish the fire you've built that burrows but doesn't burn, yet I'm still at your stake. My good bad brain. One fractal in a hand and a shard in the other. The closer I look, the deeper it digs. I wish I could tell you no, but the mound of muscle, the byproduct of an inconvenient sperm and an all-consuming egg, gifted me a lifelong sentence. But you are no slasher. Candy corn gnashing teeth don't cower at the sight. Heels don't hit the pavement when you cross. Pitchforks don't paint the clouds. You are no Frankenstein. You are wretched and wonderful in a single breath. Leave me winded yet gasping for more, gorgeous and grotesque. I would not smother you from a cloth that was never cut for me. Besides, the ships you ravage still lapped the shore. The stars you quenched still guided me home. The throat you wrung still sang a song, and the heart you shattered still beats along. Well, I don't even nervous performance for you, but you're me. I think you needed to hear that right now. I love you. You don't have to call me back. I just wanted to let you know. Have a good night.
Oh my gosh, hi everyone. I'm actually moving and speaking in one of my personal performances, which is insane if you've ever seen any of them. I just wanted to take this time because when Jim first gave us our first personal performances, he gave us 20 questions, right? And one of the questions was, if you could say anything right now, what would you say? Oh my god, sorry, someone's screaming outside my window. They're like really screaming, I'm sorry. Okay, wait, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. If I could say anything right now, if there was like one takeaway from all of this, it doesn't necessarily get better. You just get better at dealing with it. He's like fucking screaming outside, it's insane. I just wanted to say thank you. He's still yelling, that's crazy. What a way to end it. You have all taught me so much. And I'm a better person for knowing you all, so. It's weird I'm not like doing jump cuts or anything. Isn't this weird? You are loved, and I'm glad you're here. I'm like looking into a camera, but I'm like looking into your eyes. Thank you.
Good job, everyone. Hey, it's been a good week. Thank you all. Now go turn the world over and make the world be your oyster. Hot damn. Got that right.
Hot damn.
Remember Emily's show and Joe's show coming up this weekend? Friday night and Saturday night. See it. Yeah, that's worse from anybody.
I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks